which is, do I regret selling the S3? So I was kind of planning on filming from outside, but it's so windy that I won't hear anything. I did try it. All you can hear is a wind noise, and it is raining a little bit, so it's not worth it. But guys, so welcome back to, of course, yet another episode. So today we're going to talk about the elephant in the room, the most frequent question that has been on pretty much every piece of on my social media, which is, do I regret selling the S3? Yes, I do. I do regret selling the S3 massively, actually. I do regret selling the S3, honestly. Because obviously, as you guys know, the S3 was the S3. It made a in the car scene. It made a statement even on the channel. I took it to different lengths in terms of noise, fire and all that good stuff. But it is a shame it didn't go to stage 3. But I do regret selling the S3 massively, and maybe perhaps one day in the future I might buy it back. I might even buy another S3. I might buy a brand new S3. Yeah, so I do want to talk about something about the S3 though. So I do regret selling it massively, and it does get to me sometimes. As some of you guys know, you can form an attachment to a car. A lot of non-car people think, but it is very true. You can form an attachment to a car. I formed a really big attachment to my S3 because obviously, as you guys know, it started the channel, it started everything. It built my character, it built my confidence to be on camera. That's what started everything for me, and of course it started a future for me. So getting rid of that thing was a choice I didn't really want to make, but I had no choice, and I had to think like an adult and realize that I do have a future and I need to be mature about it. So I did get rid of it, and I have bought this monster, the CLS 55 AMG. I do have some days where I'm like, I do miss my S3 quite a bit, but I have come to the realization that the CLS has taken over. This car is just on a whole different level. It's just the CLS is a different category of a car. That's just a fact. I mean, this thing weighs 2 tons, guys, and it does to 60 in 5 seconds. I mean, come on, that's quite quick for something that weighs 2 tons and wasn't designed to be a performance car. Some lunatic, like I said previously, up in Mercedes headquarters decided we're going to put a 5.4 litre V8 supercharged monster in there and call it a day, and that's it, sell it. And people actually bought them. This car is really big in America, not in the UK. So in terms of performance wise, I am going to struggle a little bit, just a tiny bit, but I have built some contacts already in terms of performance mods. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, guys, as an overall question, I do regret selling the S3. I really hope you guys can hear me, but I do want to talk about, I'm going to compare the looks in terms of the S3 to the CLS 55. So in terms of overall looks, this is just a bad boy car. Oh no, so windy. This is just a bad boy car. Just everything about it is just, it's just sick. I mean, the S3 had a presence, which what I created, but this thing has a presence coming from factory. I mean, you just can't go you just can't go wrong with this thing. So let's get back in the car, actually, because it's quite windy. And I also love the fact that you twist the key and it adjusts to your seating, which is nice. It's a luxury thing. This is a luxury thing. Do I regret selling the S3? It does make me, to be fair, you know what, even though I said that I wouldn't talk about it, it does make me quite upset. It does make me sad quite a bit, and I do think about it sometimes. I even dreamt about it, actually, and that's not even a lie. I did dream about it not long ago. I think knowing the fact that that car has gone has really had a toll on me a little bit. I think it's just the ugh kind of feeling, you know. It's not sad, it's just ugh kind of thing, like, because like I said, guys, you can form an attachment to a car, and I will be honest with you guys, I have formed an even bigger attachment to the CLS, which is what I'm going to talk about now. So the CLS 55 AMG has basically, in a way, rebranded my channel. massively, actually, massively. Oh. It has rebranded my channel massively in a way that it's made the channel more exciting. I mean, and it's kind of gone away from the road of a build to actually doing proper stuff with the CLS and actually taking it on adventures and actually doing cool stuff about it. And also not only that, but seeing the reality of what a CLS 55 AMG is all about, because this car is, they're rare. You don't see 55s very often, and when you do, they're just scatty, they're just like all rugged up and rusty and all that crap. But something like this in this condition at this price, I couldn't say no. And the best part of a CLS 55 AMG, like I keep saying, it is a wolf in sheep's clothing. This thing, undeniably, a clear example of what an AMG should be like, a complete utter sleeper, which is basically kind of like the C63 AMG. To the non-trained eye, you would think it's an ordinary CLS or C-Class, but to the trained eye, you know that there is a 5.4 litre V8 supercharged or a 6.2 litre V8 naturally aspirated engine sitting in there. So that's kind of what actually makes a character of what an AMG should be like, which is what I really like the most. I mean, there are a couple of faults with this car. Let's talk about the main one: fuel consumption. Fuel consumption isn't great compared to the S3. In general, the fuel consumption is very, very good. Actually very, very good. I rate it massively. I mean, I sometimes I average 24 miles per gallon on the motorway, believe it or not. Locally, it's about 15, 16, which isn't great, depending on how you drive. I mean, I leave this in comfort probably about 95% of the time, because I obviously, as you guys know, I like to enjoy the car properly, actually have fun with it. But as an overall car, CLS, definitely. I haven't really looked back at the S3 in terms of would I actually buy one in the future. I mean, yeah, it is on the agenda to buy later on down the line, but now I don't think it will be. I think I really want to get experience of a non-high performance hatchback. So sorry, sorry, a saloon or coupe, whatever you want to call it, because this car was designed to be a coupe, but then Mercedes decided to put 2 extra doors on there, which wasn't exactly ideal. Whoa. Which wasn't exactly ideal, but it's what made the CLS the CLS. But yeah, I think if I can actually sum it all up in just a couple of sentences, really, I don't want to long it out, is the S3 had its time. I got my experience. I do slightly regret it, but I know that there is a future with this channel, and of course with this car, with of course the support from you guys. And of course, to kind of finish it off, the CLS 55 AMG, I'm guaranteeing you guys now, I'm going to be taking this to the moon. This thing, I know, I have done my research day and night, day and night, and day and night, in terms of what this car is about, tuning capabilities, what you can do with it. There is quite a lot of things you can do with it. It will take longer in terms of going to stage 2. Yep, so that is a teaser for you guys. I will be taking this thing to stage 2. Apparently these can go for about 650 brake horsepower to 700 brake horsepower, depending of course the tunes and all that good stuff and how far you want to take it. For me, 650 brake horsepower is enough for a stage 2. I don't know how far I'm going to be taking it, but I am going to be taking it pretty far actually. But yeah, I think it will be very, very exciting. But like I said, guys, again, the S3, it's a shame that I did have to get rid of it, but guys, priorities, you guys know priorities. And yeah, so I hope that has kind of answered your question to the people that actually asked, do you regret selling the S3? And to be honest with you, actually, it did. I also kind of answered my own question, really. And yeah, but before we do that, of course, we're gonna, oh shit, this, and you know what, that's another downfall. The fact that it's rear wheel drive, the previous owner should have put better tyres on there, that I will say. I do need to get my Michelin Pilot Sports very, very soon, because I can't put my foot down even in the rain. Have a little bit of fun, because why not? It's so twitchy now. I don't know why all of a sudden it's being so twitchy. But guys, I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to smash the subscribe button. We do have, of course, I do have, of course, upcoming vlogs, as you guys know, weekly, 2-3 times a week. So yeah, hope you guys are staying safe and enjoy. And of course, like I said again, share and smash that subscribe button, as we are literally en route to 2,000 subscribers. So it's going to be exciting actually.